Hello, Cancer. This is your April 2019 monthly reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am Alex Faircrest. Right. As I shuffle, obviously, if you watch many of these videos, then you already know what I'm going to say. It's a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. I hope it does. But if it doesn't, do feel free to check out your other signs, so your moon, your rising, your Venus, because something else might resonate somewhere. All right, so let's see what's in store. I'm going to do a Celtic cross with the tarot, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards, some oracle cards from a few different decks for you. Let's see how your April is going to turn out. I'm so excited. Oh, those didn't merge very well. Let's see what comes up. Looks like the cards are a little shy today with you, Cancer. That's too many. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. We've got the Emperor in first position. My goodness. I do hope this is you, Cancer. Honestly, the Emperor can represent Aries. So if you are dealing with an Aries, this could be about that. Otherwise, because it's not always anyone can embody any card. So in this case, if it's you, it means you're really getting into this Aries season, potentially. Now, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's a born leader. The Emperor, like Aries, kind of knows what they want. They know how to get it. They're terribly grounded, organized, but quite passionate, fiery, right? The Emperor is a really archetypal man, right? Seems like just one at a time, please, deck. Just so we can get our thoughts in order. Right, so maybe you're starting a new project. Oh, wow. The Star. Okay. Well, goodness. Oh, all right. They're not so shy anymore. It looks like the cards have gotten to know you, Cancer. All right, let's see. So the Star is crossing the Emperor. Now, this is your present situation. It looks like if you're starting a new project and you're going after something you really want, maybe this will be like a dream come true, right? The Star, it's all about wish fulfillment. You know how we wish on a shooting star. Stars are magical things. And it looks like it's going to go very well for you. You might already be feeling that it's going very well for you. I do hope that's the case. I don't know how your March went, because this is my first month doing these on here. But if that's leftover energy from March, good on you, because it looks like you're making a lot of progress. Wow, okay, I'm so excited about this. Also, the Star can represent Aquarius. So if you're dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius, then it's fully marked out here. And it seems to be going very well. But otherwise, as I say, it could be a pursuit of some sort. You're going after something, maybe a new project. I do see Taurus here too, in the past influence. Now, if you're dealing with a Taurus, obviously. But it could also be, as you might know, Uranus has just recently moved into Taurus after 7 years in Aries. So this could be, if you're starting a new project, that it's a wish come true, that it's something that's really going to take off. I mean, we're going to have Uranus in Taurus for 7 years now. So if you're just starting something now, this is going to be massive. It'll go over 7 years. Oh, that's too many. Otherwise, I'd take it. Just 2 more cards now. Right, so really, whatever it is you're going for here, this is fantastic. I mean, even if you're going for a person, any of the people here, it's going to go really well too. It's going to be a dream, a wish come true. Fantastic. Too many, just one more. My deck is so excited, apparently. Almost. All right. So I do think it might be financial. I'm seeing a few pentacles here. And a lot of signs have been getting finance lately. It's quite exciting. But don't rule out, it could be romantic if that's what you're after. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at our bottom energies. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about work. So as I say, I'm feeling it's financial. Might not be. You could meet someone through work, definitely. But let's see. This is about work, about honing your skills, about practice, about putting in those day-to-day hours. Right, let's take a look. I see in your past influence, we have the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of this is pointing to money. It looks like you might have started something. You might have had a message about money, about your finances, or about how to make more money. Maybe you've had a message of clarity about all that. And we have the Hierophant as well, which can represent Taurus, as I said. But it could be, if you're not dealing with a Taurus, it could be about Uranus and Taurus and how that is affecting your finances. That's what I'm sensing. Now, the Hierophant is all about institutions, order, kind of rules, how people behave in the community and the hierarchy. So maybe it's possible you might have started a new job somewhere, or if not, then it's possible that you might be ascending in rank at whatever institution you're in. So it's good news about money, definitely. If it's not about money, then I see a lot of earth energy. In your cross, you're just surrounded by it. You have Pentacles, 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 and Taurus, in essence. So maybe you're dealing with an earth sign. Cancers are good for earth signs, I think, in my opinion. The earth signs can have trouble expressing their emotions, and you cancers are so lovely with that. I feel chills. Okay. Well, back to the money. In your future influence, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is fantastic. Ten of Pentacles is complete and utter financial security in many senses. So you could be getting a windfall of money of some sort. Or it could be just that whatever project you're undertaking or whatever your job is, that this is very stable and secure in terms of money. It looks like you're going into a very good financial situation. This is fantastic. And we have the Three of Pentacles in your future as well. So that's more work. It's kind of a lot like the Eight of Pentacles, but the Three of Pentacles. Together they're putting in a lot of that work energy. I'm sorry, I do feel it's a lot about work. If that's not what you're after, well, at least, money in the bank is always a good thing. We're never going to refuse that because it can help us feel better about ourselves too. All right, here we go. Now we have some air energy here, extra air energy. So you see yourself as the Page of Swords, potentially. You're jumping into something, you're getting a new start. Maybe you're delivering messages of clarity, of logic. You seem to be being very logical about this, which is a great thing. But you're ready for action. Look at him. Look at him. He's definitely ready for action. You're not one to shy away from a challenge, especially not now that everything is looking good for you. This is fantastic. Okay. And other people have a good view of you too. We have Justice in how people see you. Now, Justice, it can also represent Libra. You could potentially have some Libra in your chart somewhere. But in any case, people are seeing you as very fair, very logical. You make sense. It makes people want to follow you in whatever you're in. And that's fantastic because you do have that Emperor energy. So maybe people feel that you are making their wishes come true in a way. You're able to lead people such a fantastic thing to do, especially now in Aries season. Do take up all that energy. I find Cancers can be very silent sometimes. It's not that you don't express your emotions, of course you do, but you're so like underrated sometimes. Bring yourself out more. It's time. It's time to be yourself and to show the world what you're made of. And you're getting very good results from that. You seem to be afraid, a little bit afraid of it. This is in your hopes or fears. It is slightly a negative card, so I think it's more of a fear. It's the Five of Cups. So it's tied to your emotions. Obviously, the cups represent you as a water sign. You're mourning the loss of something, or you're afraid of losing something, or you're afraid of feeling bad about losing something. This card is often the crying over spilt milk card. Unfortunately, we do lose things sometimes, but it's not a total loss. And there are two more cups behind her, and I know that 2 isn't the same as 3. It's not the same as 5 altogether. But you know, maybe those cups were poisoned. I know that's a bit dramatic, but maybe you were meant to lose them. Maybe they weren't good for you after all, you know? Don't worry about those. There are better things coming in. You don't need those cups. Just like you don't need, if it's someone who's making you feel bad, or if it's just a crippling fear, don't worry about it. All right? Don't. The final outcome here is the 8 of Cups. So we're already moving up. From 5, you have 8. And on top, this girl, look, she's just walking away from 8 cups. This one is mourning the loss of 3, and this one goes, well, no, you know what? I don't like these cups. I can get better cups. Maybe I can get a 10, right? We have the 10 of Pentacles. With the 10 of Pentacles, you could buy many more cups. The 8 of Cups is about walking away from something and moving on to something much better. So, I don't know, maybe you're leaving a job of some sort and you're afraid of the change. It's possible. Or if it's not a job, it could be something else. It could be a relationship. This is about emotions. So maybe you're afraid to leave something behind because you think you won't find anything else like it. But what you're going to find is something much better, something more stable, something that you enjoy more. So don't worry. Don't worry about the loss. You are going to be fine. And honestly, I love this combination of Emperor and Star. I love it. I really have this sense that you are making your dreams come true. You are making other people's dreams come true. People want to follow you. And honestly, they don't have a distorted vision of you because you are doing what they think you're doing. So you're presenting yourself very well. Right, let's see. I'm going to move on to some oracle cards. So I do 3 types. We have I Ching, Romance Angels, and Goddesses. I'm going to start with the Romance Angels for those of you that are interested in the romantic aspect of things. If you're not, then I will see how it can tie into business too, potentially. So stick around if you like. If you're not interested at all, then feel free to sign off. And let's see. Do excuse me with this deck. This deck and I have a strange friendship. Sometimes I don't understand it at all. But well, as I often say, maybe it's because I have no romantic life. Let's see. All right, Romance Angels, what can we get for Cancer for April 2019? Sun, Moon, or Rising? Okay, let's see. We have 2 so far. I'm going to try and pull one more. Let's see if they let us have that much. All right, the first one I'm getting here is it's worth waiting for. All right, so let's see. If you feel that you're making too little progress on any front, so if it's romantic, you feel, my God, this is going so slowly, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign, they are slow. Don't feel like they don't like you. It's just that they are slow and steady. It's terrible. Sometimes too slow. And you're a water sign, you know, water flows. Water, it's easy. Earth is a little more difficult. And sometimes earth and water together make mud. But let's see. So the first one is, do excuse me, I'm currently in Barcelona, so my all my tarot decks are and oracle decks are in Spanish, but I will translate. Saying yes, it's worth waiting for. Divine synchronization is acting in your love life. So, as I said, if it's going very slowly, don't feel it's about you, don't feel any of that. It's maybe just the way it's meant to go. Same for business. If your progress feels too slow, don't worry about it. It's getting there. All right. We also have ask your friends for help or let your friends help you. Ask and accept the support of others. You don't have to do this alone, Cancer. You know, don't stay quiet on this. If you feel you need help, get it. I'm sure heaps of people are willing to help you. They see you as fair. You're doing a wonderful job of things. I understand because I often like to do things alone. But, you know, if you've got people you can rely on, do it. Because they can help you. And maybe they can come up with good ideas too. All right. And finally, we've got express your love. Jump in. Take the first step. All right. See, so if you're after someone like an earth sign or an Aries or Aquarius or Libra or any other, because anyone can embody any card, if you feel it's going too slowly, maybe take the first step. I know, it's scary, sometimes we're against it. This could also be reversed energy. It could be the other person is trying to take the first step, but they're a little shy. But do consider, you know, texting them or calling them, say, hey, you want to go out? I like you. Just consider it. You don't have to do it. It's just some guidance. And as well, if it's for business, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of losing things. Don't be afraid of it because I don't see you losing here. I see more than anything fear of losing or fear of suffering, but I don't see actual suffering. Right? That's a good sign. Just have a little faith. Very good. All right. So, next I'm going to do the goddess deck. I find this one is really great for guidance. If you're a guy, don't feel weird about getting goddess guidance. I always say a lot of heroes in ancient Greece got lots of help from female goddesses. Whoop. Okay, let's see. What do we have? And what was I saying? Lakshmi, brilliant future. Stop worrying. Everything will be fine. That's literally what it says. Stop worrying. Everything will be fine. What was I saying? Don't worry. All right? All this fear of losing it, it's probably in your head. It's probably a valid fear. I'm not trying to ridicule it. But don't worry. All right? The universe is on your side here. Here we have Mary Magdalene. Unconditional love. Love yourself, love others, and in every situation without caring about appearances. All right? So whether this is for a person or for your family or for your job or your opportunities, just love unconditionally. Give the first step. It's not tied to conditions. It's just tied to feeling it. I mean, so what? You know, even if it went badly, you're feeling that anyway. What's the point in refusing to feel it? Although I don't feel that that's what you're doing. Cancers are quite good with emotions, but I see myself identifying with this. It looks like I need to take some of your advice. Right, and finally we have Mau, or Mother Earth. Your help is needed with the environment. All right, well, this is obviously, yes, we also with Uranus and Taurus, it's a lot about the earth. I'm getting a lot of earth vibes from here. Oh, maybe it's not the environment so much. Maybe it's take care of your earth partner, your earth sign, or your business. which is tied to the pentacles, which are tied to the earth. So, right, take that as you feel it. If you're a big environmentalist, then continue to do it. If you feel guilty and you think you should do more, then start doing it. If you don't feel it's about the environment at all, then to hell with it. Take it as you feel it. All right, let's see. Finally, I'm going to pull some I Ching cards. Now, if you don't know about I Ching, I absolutely love this. I Ching is one of the oldest forms of divination in the world. It does come from China, when they used to throw little bones or coins to come up with the combinations. Now it's much easier. We have cards. There are 64 possible combinations. And we pull 2 cards at the moment, one for the present situation and one for how it's going to evolve or develop in the future. I will read you the definitions of them, and then we'll analyze them a little, because they can be very, very poetic, very metaphorical. I love them personally, and I really resonate with them, but in case you find them a little too out there, we'll try and define them a little more clearly with the reading. Let's see. All right, come on, I Ching. What can we give our Cancerians for April 2019 and what they're dealing with? All right. For the present, we have card 41. And let's see. How does the situation develop, I Ching? 49. All right. So I'll read them out. Let's see. 41. All right. So this is what it looks like. Above we have mountain and below lake. The lake below the mountain, a simple sacrifice. Evaporation decreases water in the lake and disperses it upon the mountain. It is the nature of the lake to give of itself for the benefit of something greater. When one makes a simple sacrifice for the well-being of another, the decrease brings no shame. Letting go of what has fulfilled its usefulness is another form of decrease that leads to success. All right, again, I feel this is talking very much about your 5 of Cups here. Sometimes when you lose things, you're really meant to lose them because they don't serve any purpose at all, right? You don't worry about potentially losing something. Jump in because I see better things coming for you than this. So why cling on to something that isn't that good for you when you could get something better? Don't be afraid of it. And let's see how the situation develops. We've got, this is Co, 49. Above we have lake and below fire. Fire in the lake, the battle of light and dark. The light of fire strives upward as the dark lake presses down. They seem intent on mutual destruction. Yet this is the same battle of light and dark that plays out in seasonal changes. What may seem like a revolution against the natural order may in fact be its fulfillment. The time calls for a testing of intention and purpose, whether evolution or revolution. Okay, so again, it's a lot of balance between light and dark. I feel like again, it's very much about being afraid to lose that or seeing things as unnatural or not meant to happen. Don't worry about that. All right? If it's time to change everything up and to completely revolutionize, then go for it. Go for it. Do what you feel is right. Cancers are extremely intuitive. You are extremely intuitive. You're very in touch with your emotions. You know what you feel. And you know what's right and wrong and what you should do and what's right for you. So listen to your intuition. Don't give in to fear. Listen to what really lights up your stomach. All right, very good. Well, I'm going to leave it there for this month, Cancer. I hope you have a wonderful April. It looks like it, so I hope you do, and I'll see you next month. for your May monthly reading. Bye bye!